My name is Jill, and now I see.
I am a stylist, makeup artist for a living. I don't really look at my career as a job. I look at it as getting to play all day long and getting to do art all day long and getting to make people beautiful all day long, and I love it. Even though I went to church like off and on growing up, it was a solid 8 years of like my 20s where I didn't go at all. Some of the things that I was told my whole life by other Christians. If I was a Christian, I believed this. If you hang out with people that are non-Christians, you're not a Christian. If you're gay, you're going to hell. I wouldn't say that, some of those things I was being told to believe. And I struggled with a lot of those things. I wouldn't tell somebody that I believed that. Therefore, I didn't truly believe it. You know, because anything I believe in, I'm passionate about. I didn't like being associated, I guess, with that. And then over the course of the time, but God also wants this and this and this and this and this out of us. And so seeing all these Christians picking and choosing, you know, the things that they're gonna do, it wasn't whole. It almost felt like crap. So what I mean by those kinds of Christians is the ones that judge you, the ones that make you feel small. I do A, B, C, D, check, 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 check. It's like those kinds. It's not coming from their heart. It's not real, and you know it. They're trying to be something they're not. We all deserve grace and mercy. So it's like when some sin is like better than others, it was like, I'm pregnant before I'm married. Am I going to hell? You know, like, is that what you're telling me? I felt very judged for that, you know, carrying my sin like on the outside of me. It was easy to be like attacked, you know, and how it really felt being judged. It feels awful. You feel alone. Alone because I wasn't good enough to be loved by God. It was like the ultimate sin, having a child born out of wedlock is what people would always say to me. I didn't really feel worthy of like God's love because I was told that I was supposed to be A, B, and C in order to have his love. I had some people telling my parents that they shouldn't support me being pregnant. They should encourage me to give my child up at church. But that's kind of what kept me away. After Gianna was born, my parents were like, you know, can we bring Gianna to church? Can we bring Gianna to church? Can we bring Gianna to church? And I was like, yeah, you know, and even though I wouldn't go, I would always let them pick her up from the time that she was a baby. So she was going from an infant to nursery, you know, all the way up. As Gianna started to get older, seeing her love for God and start to develop, just that raw, real, what she's developed on her own was really amazing and beautiful to watch. I remembered my love for Jesus at that age. I was like, oh yeah, I did feel that way at one time. She is the very thing that brought me back to Christ. Coming to Resonate was like fresh. It was a new start for me. There was one big standout point for me, and it was actually a sermon on serving. I had never been given an opportunity to serve before. Melinda Paul got up and started talking about the children's ministry. From that moment, I served every Sunday for a year straight in the Epicenter. The selfless love that I was giving these children and that the selfless love that I was getting back was so powerful and overwhelming. And I was like, this is what I want. I want that real, raw love for God, from God. I want that. I feel like that's when I was reborn. I felt free at Resonate. I can be who I am and be a Christian. I can be me. I can have pink hair, purple hair, green hair, shaved head, tattoos, piercings. It doesn't matter. I can be a Christian. I can love Jesus. I can share his love, regardless of what's on the outside or what people think of me. I used to hold on so tightly to the Christians that I didn't want to be. I didn't want to be associated with those kinds of Christians because it's those kinds of Christians that give all of us Christians a bad name. I would focus on that. And now I feel free to be who I am as a Christian and love on people the way God loved me. When I'm at my salon and I'm at work and I'm doing what I love, because I'm doing what I love and I don't see it as work, the biggest part of my life just comes out. As I do what I love, I just talk about what I love. I will get the question, Jill, where does your joy come from? And that is when my opportunity is to say, it comes from God, it comes from Jesus, it comes from him. And I never let that opportunity go. I have this obligation, but it's a good thing to do. It's a good job. It's almost like how I look at hairdressing. It's not a job. It's what I love to do. I have to tell them. I have to find a way to tell them. I can't live with myself if they don't know that they don't have to live like that. You know, it doesn't have to be uncomfortable. It can just be real. Anybody that meets me or knows me, like, I want them to recognize me and reject me at the same time. You know, I want that. I want to be forgotten. No matter how broken you are, whether it's homeless on the streets, hooked on drugs, or in a broken marriage, or struggling with sin in whatever form, we're all equally loved. Once you can, like, get that, it's freedom. It's a freedom that nothing earthly can give you. And when you feel it, it's clear. It's just crystal clear. It's awesome.